Namaste, dear listeners, and welcome to the Iowa channel Astro in with Abhi, oneness in astrology and spirituality, bringing in awareness by Abhi. Now, if you have not as yet, please click on the subscribe button, like and share my content so that this can reach as many people as possible. Now, as you know, that I'm currently doing the life path number series, and I've managed to complete all the life path numbers, and we have now entered the master number part of the life path series. So the master number 11 was done. We are going into the master number 2022, the life path number 2022, which is the master number. Now, as we know already from the life path master number 11, master numbers are worthy of respect. So the number 2022 is no different from that. These people are worthy of respect. Now, unlike other numbers, as I discussed in the life path number 11, the 2022 also carries an extremely high level of potential. Now, this does not mean that these people will have an easy life. Now, if you know of a life path number 2022, or if you are one, you would know that you carry more burdens than most other people. But it's on the contrary, it's because of it's because of these experiences that you undergo. These help you shape you up into a much, much stronger character where you have more experience to overcome challenges going forward. Greater burdens, bigger responsibilities are definitely imposed on you people. But but with consistency, by implementing your lessons, that's the key word, by implementing your lessons, this can help you develop in such a way where you'd grow leaps and bounds, and when you look back, there's nobody close to you. That's the master number 22 for you. I'm very, very eager to take the first step, very daring. These people are they are risk takers now in it. Now these people on the when they go off the track, they or on the unbeaten track, they like to lead the masses, and they want to leave their mark on humanity. They are definitely destined to be great role models, and the undertaking should have a higher purpose. Obviously, such a person needs to leave something of substance behind. So they are always looking at building some kind of empire for themselves. Now, these people also have a sharp spiritual eye where they can see the bigger picture of things, and they can accomplish things on a global scale. A lot of La Master number 22s I've dealt with in my many years of doing what I do. I cannot actually count the number of Master number 11s and 22s that I've dealt with so far. But all of them, they all have their own businesses. In fact, one person doesn't have his own business, but he works for a global company, a blue chip company, and he's a tech lead, IT tech lead. So obviously, these people are they're born to be leaders. Now they have Marshall number 11 and 22. Well, both of them carry the intellect or something beyond intellect, which is awareness from the spiritual world. Very few people can understand them at first. Remember, two and two gives four, so they are very stable people. They're very stable, very concretized people. They are the founders. They bring about security, stability in people, in relationships. Um, Someone who is destined for great deeds. Um, Foundation in the material world. Here goes businesses. You know, these people are not they're not satisfied by small things because they're looking for the bigger fish. And I've seen this happen so many times. These people like predictability. They like to be able to predict things. They like to be able to forecast. They're very reliable and they're very diligent in their work, and they carry out their duties in the most profound way possible. And they prompt to leave their comfort zone on their own. These people, they like to come out of easiness. They prefer the uneasy way. They get used to it, and you know what? These people, yeah, they are workaholics. And because of that, they can go astray in relationships. They can be too much involved in their career, and they can get so involved in it that and even though they bring about foundation in the relationship, but the partner will still feel a bit less satisfied, even though the security is there. Now, every master number have their own pros and cons. Um, Communication is very important for a master number 22. These people don't like the in between areas. They don't like the gray area. It's either black and white for them. These people here, they do not like to be disrespected. It's something that will really piss them off, and they will never forget you. But they do not hold grudges. These people here have a very profound or a very intricate mind when it comes to money. They minds operate very differently from other numbers, where the ability to handle money, they like to touch money physically. They like to feel it. This gives them huge satisfaction. They like they like to see the digits, and I mean everybody do, but these people they love it, even though they are not attached to it, even though they are not attached, and they are not egoistical people, most of them, but they still love that sense of security when money comes in the bank. In fact, they like to see it. They like to see the success materially. These people are also very good spiritual leaders. They can actually, if they have the right guru, they can move mountains. These people can absorb much more quicker than the average person. They can absorb intellect. They can apply it very easily, and they are very consistent people. So whatever they do, they remain consistent. They dislike people who are inconsistent. In fact, they can walk away from a marriage very easily if there's inconsistency. Now, on the dark side, if such a person has done no spiritual work, then such a person um, will constantly feel like they're walking through fire, that whatever they do is never good enough. On the dark side, if they've never done any kind of spiritual work, they'll always feel that they need to continue on this race, because they need external validation. They need somebody to say, you know what, you went far, now give it a break. Otherwise, they do not know what rest is. Um, these people are always in a state of urgency. The smallest of things can tick them off, and they want to sort it out now. And if it's not sorted out, the whole day can get ruined. Like that's how they are. But they need to master how to take one step at a time to take the goal. In fact, they can end up in a rat race, and they can endanger their health in this process. And a lot of master number 22s that I've dealt with have had severe health issues, and predominantly the heart, and definitely cortisol levels, increase in cortisol levels, decrease in serotonin levels. So these people get depressed very easily because of that. They just don't know when to stop on the dark side. Um, and because they are destined for great projects, the projects should have a higher purpose. A lot of people do, though, they create projects where it's not serving a higher purpose, and this is where it goes down, where they end up in such businesses, and they get so entangled with it that they forget their true spirit purpose, and this is where they end up with all material pains and sufferings. So I think it's very important to also make notice of this here, that even though they are not people who hold grudges, once they are hurt, it's very difficult for them to forget that. So love is very possible for them. They're always yearning for a stable family, and love and a home. So love is very possible for them. But it comes to a point where they actually can put their career before the marriage or relationship, and this definitely causes a problem later on in their life. And it also causes a problem with the children, where they find it difficult to bond with their kids because they're more invested in the material world with their business. So that's on the dark side. But look, Martian number 22s, they generally are very, very good people. And, just on that track, if they just move away from that spiritual track, the problems is obviously there on the dark side. So I'll leave it like that. I'm not going to go too deep into it. But I think the basic characteristics of a life path number 11, I think it's best to describe them like how I have for now. So thank you very much, dear listeners. Jai Shri Ram, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Shri Krishna, Hari Bol. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't as yet. Goodbye from me to you.